Good morning and welcome to the morning edition of Daryllorette Cafe. I'm your host, Daryllorette. Well, it's been a rather soggy night last night, and I had to turn the heat on. It was so cold last night just to generate a little heat because it's damp and cold. So I had to turn the heat on, which is bad really because it's like only the end of September. I mean, summer just ended and we're just in the first weeks of fall, and it's dropping down to like in the teens, the temperature. So it's getting to the point where, like, if I didn't have some electric heat hooked up, that I would be freezing my balls off. Anyway, I've been up since I think about 3:30, something like that. So I'm just made my breakfast, and I'm going to have that now because I am a little hungry. Tuesday morning, September the 28th, 2010. It's still wet outside last night, so it must have rained off and on all night long. The ground is still soaked out there. So we have to venture out there, whether it's driving or walking. You better keep your speed down because it's probably a little bit slippery. So not much going on this morning so far. Just the usual, nearing the end of the month. And they called it puppy love. I really have nothing to talk about this morning. I feel like I'm still half asleep. My apartment stinks of cigarette smoke. Somebody, I think, underneath me is just smoking their brains out. And it's disgusting. I keep spraying around air freshener, and it doesn't help much. Just for a few minutes, and then the smell is back. It's really strong smells like that, tobacco and whatnot, really make me, they don't make me happy. It's like, oh wow, I smell tobacco. Yay! It's like somebody next door had a crap and they stunk up the entire building. It's like, that smells really great, especially the first thing in the morning. That actually does happen around here. You get somebody taking a crap next door or underneath me, or God knows where they're at. Could be taking it in the hallway. All of a sudden you wake up, all of a sudden you smell something that's like, what in God's name is that? Who died? Yesterday it smelled like somebody was sick, like they had diarrhea. I could smell it in my apartment. It's disgusting. I never lived in such a building in my life where people seem to want to share their smells. It's like I'm so lonely that, would you please share my smell with you? That's what happens when you live in a building saturated with poverty. It's not pretty. Doesn't smell pretty. Doesn't look pretty. I think the fact that I couldn't clean my apartment Sunday, just couldn't get motivated because I was up so late on Saturday because of the football game and my participation in the halftime show, that it's like, oh, he's not cleaning his apartment, he's gonna get dirty like the rest of us. But that's far from the case. Isn't life grand? Like a barrel of monkeys without the barrel. I remember when I was a kid, I had a barrel of monkeys. They had little hooks for hands. You could all hook them together and swing them. It was literally, I think, called a barrel of monkeys. They were made out of plastic, and you could hang them on things, like you could use them for Christmas decorations if you wanted to. Not my favorite toy, but I guess it had its moments. Well, even though we don't have much to talk about this morning, we'll just stretch this one out till the bitter end. Just for the hell of it. You never know what insight you might find watching these benign videos. I usually make them and I watch them and I think, my God, that sucked. And then I watch it and I think, well, that's not so bad. It could have been a lot worse. As long as I can understand myself, I figure I'm okay. Whether you understand me, doesn't matter, because this is like writing in a journal. And then I read it and I can understand what I'm talking about. Then I figure, hey, that's all that matters. Just because I'm sharing it with the rest of the world doesn't mean I care whether or not you can figure out what I'm talking about. But if you can, and I can, that's just great. Well, I'm coming to the end of my oatmeal, and we're coming to the end of another show. So until later on this morning, this is Daryllorette here at Daryllorette Cafe, wishing you a good Tuesday. See you later.